Space Village. Today we'll be talking about space resources and why are these important. But first of all, let's focus on a couple of definitions in here. And I learned this from the Colorado School of Mines and International Space University just last week. So I'm putting this out there because it helped a lot. Space resources can be characterized into two big blocks. Essentially things that we use in space and things that we return to Earth. That is very interesting because if you think about using space, anything like recycled crew waste, spacecraft solar power, essentially ISRU, in situ resource utilization. Anything that we would return to Earth could be things like even data, GPS and communication satellites, or asteroid platinum mining. There is this sweet spot of the H3 coming up right now. But focusing on space, and you see I have the diagram up there, the using space and the return to Earth. Really important that we are able to produce things in space because it's very hard to take water from Earth to Mars or to the Moon, and it exists in there. So you want to think about what are these building blocks of oxygen is one of them, and it's the heaviest because it's also necessary to do rocket propellant. And then the other one is water. And it's vital for our health to be alive, but it can be found both on the poles of the Moon, in certain asteroids, and in various deposits on Mars. So it's really critical that we understand the physics, the geology, and the instrumentation technology to get up there. I would also like to mention that up there on the Moon, we've got something called a regolith, okay? It's that gray thing that you see. It's really abrasive, okay? Really important to make sure that we gather our instruments and our technology to meet the characteristics of the regolith, even if later on we are able to utilize it as everyone believes it is. Since the regolith contains, and this is really cool, silica, aluminium, titanium, iron, obviously oxygen, magnesium, and calcium, as well as other parts in very small fractions. So imagine this, all of this exists on the Moon. We should be able to mine it, extract it, utilize it to build our habitats, to utilize it for our water, to utilize it to continue civilization up there. So focusing on space resources and how to extract them, how to utilize them is a key capability that will be surely developed in the next 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years. But before you go, think about what are the key resources that you need to develop in your company. Or as an astronaut, what are the things that you really need and want to develop? Now, yes, enjoy the day.